Cairns delivery, Papua 2 November Tango Echo, requesting airways clearance, Moresby.
Papua 2 November Tango Echo, cleared Port Moresby via PUPEP, then via flight planned route, Cairns 2 departure, climb via SID to 6000, squawk 1063, departure frequency 118.4.
Cleared to Moresby via PUPEP, then flight plan route, Cairns 2 departure, climb via the SID 6000, squawk 1063, and departure 118.4, Papua 2 November Tango Echo.
Papua 2 November Tango Echo, contact me on ground 121.7 when you're ready to taxi.
Papua Tango Echo. Welcome back to the vlog and welcome to Cairns, Australia. We're going to be doing an international flight from Cairns up to Papua New Guinea. It's a 3-hour flight over the Coral Sea, so let's go ahead and get started and be on our way. Igniter's on, fuel pump on, fuel's on, and lows start. Over 14%, I'll increase my fuel. I'm watching the NG just come up over 30%, over 35, and then my eyes go up to the ITT. I'm watching the white needle, just how fast it's coming up. Make sure it doesn't go into the yellow. Looks good. Dropping off now, so that's the end of the start. Generator on, prop forward, or V2 on, alternator, and our aux bus. So my name is Ryan, and we're just doing a cargo run for some missionaries in Papua New Guinea. We got the whole plane filled up with about 700 kgs worth of cargo. And we're just doing a 3-hour flight back at 17,000 feet, but first he's given us our clearance up to 6,000. We're going to be departing on runway 33, 500 feet, but not before the departure of the runway. Turn to the assigned heading between 335 and 070, so they'll probably give me a clearance basically when I line up at 500 feet is when I make my turn, climbing up to 6,000 feet. So that's the Cairns 2 departure. And yeah, we're the blue dot here in Australia and flying up, basically up to there. Cairns ground, Papua 2 November Tango Echo, Bay 1 Bravo, requesting taxi.
Papua 2 November Tango Echo, taxi via Charlie 2 Bravo to holding point Bravo 5.
Charlie 2 to Bravo, holding point Bravo 5, Papua 2 November Tango Echo. Right, Bravo 5 is basically the very last one for the end of the runway, for runway 33.
Time 0205. Cairns Terminal Information Alpha, runway 33. Wind 010 degrees, 10 knots. Maximum crosswind 10 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud. View 4,000 feet. Temperature 32, QNH 1006.
Put in 118.4, that's going to be my approach and departure. So once I switch over to tower right up here, after takeoff, then once we're probably like 1,000 feet or so, then they'll swap me over to departure. And it's really, really nice having taxiway signs. You know exactly where you are. But Moresby doesn't have them where I'm going today. Our international airport in Papua New Guinea needs to get taxi signs. Cairns Tower, Papua 2 November Tango Echo Bravo 5, holding point.
Papua 2 November Tango Echo, Cairns Tower, are you ready?
Hey, firm.
Papua Tango Echo, Bravo 5, line up.
Bravo 5, line up, Papua Tango Echo. Alright, strobe on, landing light, and back to pulse. Our igniter's on, ignition inlet, and the light's done. For 30, it says 35 degrees out, 34. I don't know if we're quite that hot, but we're 1520 for our torque, so 1470. 1520.
Rescue 440, contact ground vacating.
Contact ground, rescue 440.
The one over here is
2 November Tango Echo, assigned heading 335, cleared for takeoff.
sign heading 335, cliff takeoff, Papua 2 November Tango Echo.
Victor Tango Bravo, shortly to exit the zone, control services are terminated.
Victor Tango Bravo, good day. 335.
Cairns Tower, Q2 7070.
1770 cans down.
For takeoff, ignition, condition, flaps 20, fuel, and harnesses. 1470. Alright, torque is set, airspeed's already alive, there's 40 continuing. There's 50 and there's 63. Let's get a little extra because I think I have a little bit of a tailwind. Quartering tailwind kind of coming from my right. Oh no, it says I have 15 knots of headwind, but it sure doesn't feel like that. Alright, so I just got my ITT right at 740. And we've been cleared up to 6,000 on a heading of 335, so I'm going to hit my heading at 335. The way I know exactly where to go, we'll go over 85 knots, we'll go 10 degrees of flap. Over 90 and climb in, we'll go 0 degrees and bring our prop back to 2,000 RPM. And give it a lot of back pressure as all those flaps get out of there. The nose just kind of wants to drop and it gets super heavy. Alright, now that we got all that out, we're over 100 knots. I'll throw my heading on heading mode. I've got it set up for 335, and I'm just going to hit my vertical speed and altitude select. That way I don't forget to level off at 6,000. He's going to get back with me in just a minute. Switch me over to departure here in just a second on 118.4.
Tango Echo, contact approach.
Contact approach, Papua Tango Echo, good day.
Killing 489 at Delta, continue present heading, descend to 3,000 visual.
Into 3,000 visual, this heading, killing 489 Delta. Gas approach for Apollo 2, November Tango Echo, passing 1,000 on climb 6,000, assign heading 335.
Apollo 2, November Tango Echo, cancel approach, good day, identify, climb by seat to flight level 170.
Climb to SID, flight level 170, Papa 2, November Tango Echo. Alright, like I thought, she's going to just go ahead and clear me all the way up to 17,000. The flight levels here in Australia actually start at 10,000 feet, whereas in Papua New Guinea they don't start till 20,000, in the States they start at 18,000. So basically for half the flight,
Charlie, might just confirm your visual.
I will be saying flight level all the way up, starting at 10,000.
visual.
Send 3,000 visual, uniform Charlie, mate.
And then once I switch over to there, I'll just be 17,000 instead of flight level 170. So it's a little bit different. All right, engine inlet back to normal. Igniters are turned off. I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to win a free t-shirt. If you guys can write in the comment, the first person to find out or guess what my favorite thing about going to Kansas, at least right now, then leave a comment down below. The first person that guesses it is going to win a free t-shirt. It doesn't matter where in the world you are, I will ship you a free t-shirt for leaving a comment down below.
Killing 489 at Delta, resume on navigation, track for right base, runway 33, descend to 2,000 visual.
Well, if you guys are watching this at another time, you're not able to win the free t-shirt, I'm going to give you another option to win a t-shirt or a hat of your choice by using Reply Bank. So Reply Bank is a way that you guys can ask me questions. A lot of people ask me questions down below. I try to get to everybody's, but there's just sometimes I just can't quite keep up with all the questions.
Papa 2 November Tango Echo, resume on navigation, clear direct to PUPEP.
Good, redirect PUPEP on navigation, Papa 2 November Tango Echo. Alright, that's what I thought she was going to do. If you guys have a burning question and I haven't had a chance to answer it, or if it's maybe from a longer video ago and you asked me something I didn't get to it, I'm sorry about that, but leave a comment down below on replybank.com. I'll send you a personalized video back to you answering your question. I usually get to them within a day, at most 2 days, but usually the same day. So also with Reply Bank, it's a way that we can work together and partner together and actually raise the funds to get a solar panel system out at Yumbai Talk. If you guys have been following the channel, you've gone into Yumbai Talk with me before, but their medical center needs a solar panel system because they have nothing. So if someone comes to get stitches at night, everybody's holding flashlights while the doctor stitches them up. So I thought it'd be really cool to have some of you guys get on board with me, partner with me to be able to raise the funds for this solar panel project. And I'm going to be shooting a video here really shortly out at Yambai Talk and sharing it with you guys on what the project actually entails, what it looks like. So if you guys are interested in partnering with that, like I said, check out the reply bank link. And yeah, I'm excited about this project.
Papa 2 November Tango Echo, contact Brisbane Center 123.8.
123.8, good day. Papa 2 November Tango Echo.
Thanks.
Brisbane Center, Papa 2 November Tango Echo, passing 7,800 on climb flight level 170.
Papa 2 November Tango Echo, Center.
We're just now passing through 15,000 feet. I've got 2,000 feet more to go. I thought I'd just cover what I have on my vest here. This is just a life vest right here, if you're wondering. It is open water for the next 3 hours, and I have a raft down here. I have a life vest on here because we're traveling in a single engine for more than 50 miles and blah, 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 outside of basically gliding distance. We do have a lot of reefs down here, though, which are absolutely beautiful. This is all the barrier reef over the Coral Sea up to Papua New Guinea. So, yeah, some really cool, awesome views out here. But first things first, I have a seatbelt cutter right here, and it's tied onto my vest so I can't lose it. We have everything on here tied on just so we can't lose it. In this pocket over here, I have a big old streamer, like a lanyard that you can actually clip on. I don't have that tied on. On some of them they are though, so I need to tie that on later. And then we have an EPIRB here, which is basically just an emergency transmitter beacon. So in case I did go down, I'm floating around in a raft, I have a way that I can send out a signal to let people know where I am. On this side I have an oxygen tank, and you don't have to turn it on, you just stick it on and just start breathing. Then on this pocket over here we just have a small bag of water. In the raft itself it also has water as well as a few other first aid things as well. But yeah, that's about it. It has just basically two little things you pull down, and just has one of those yellow vests like you'd see on any other airline. It just has a nicer vest to go over top of it. It's a little bit heavy and a little bit warm, but that's alright. That chimes let me know I've got 200 feet left to go up to 17,000. I'll wait basically until about 50 feet beforehand before I go ahead and hit it in my autopilot to level off, just because it's climbing so slow or heavy. And yeah, at 17,000 feet it doesn't climb very fast when you're full up on weight. Full up, this airplane can carry, well, basically today I took off with 1,300 pounds of fuel, and I had 700 kgs, I think, around that. All right, so I thought I wanted to cover a couple different things as far as like paperwork and stuff, because international flights are a little bit different, obviously, than just a domestic flight. So some of the paperwork that I have to fill out, it usually takes about an hour to fill it out. We have an Excel basically sheet that does everything. You type in your details and it spits out all of your sheets. Then you have to email, I think, 3 or 4 different people to get approval for one to leave Papua New Guinea, and then also to fly into Australia.
23.8.
So the first thing is the gen deck. It lets them know who is on the aircraft. If there's, you know, if we have nurses and doctors and whatnot, if it's a medical flight, if we have patients on board. It's just myself today. Then we have our impending arrival report, basically saying, hey, I'm going to be getting down to Cairns at this time, or I'm estimating to get down there at this time. Our inwards crew report, who's on crew, if we do have medical staff, or if we have two pilots.
Deviations go.
We have our outwards crew report, so in case we were to spend the night in Cairns or a couple nights, right now we can't just because of the border being closed. I just had to stay on the international ramp, turn around within an hour and get out of there. And then we have our gen deck coming back, so who is on crew getting back in here to Papua New Guinea. So, and then I have a crew declaration for Australia, for Border Patrol, or Border Force, and then more or less the same thing coming back into Papua New Guinea. Did I bring anything back with me other than what I have on my manifest back here?
Papa Tango Echo, contact center 121.3, good day.
121.3, good day, Papa Tango Echo. Brisbane Center, Papa 2 November Tango Echo, maintaining flight level 170.
Papa 2 November Tango Echo, Center, good afternoon.
He'll be giving me my onwards clearance here in a little bit to let me know when to transfer over to Moresby Radar.
Unity 372, level 310.
If you're a general aviation pilot and you fly by yourself really over 10,000 feet, I highly recommend you getting one of these pulse oximeters. You don't necessarily buy one of these specifically. I had a company send these to me to try them out. we have one in every one of our aircraft, but one of them actually got lost. So thankfully this company sent me some to try them out to see what I thought of them. This one, the white one, is pretty much exactly the same as we have before. It doesn't come with a cool little case like the ones I have in the aircraft already, but this one here does. It comes with just like a little pouch. And this one can connect to your phone, Bluetooth and whatnot. I really think that's just a lot of extra work for what you're doing. You're just checking to see how much oxygen your blood is being able to absorb. So if you're flying over 10,000 feet, get one of these just to let you know that you're not getting hypoxic. But basically just stick your finger in it, let it sit there for a second, sit really still, and it checks your pulse rate for one, and it also checks your blood oxygen levels. So you can have it set up if it's below 90, it flashes or beeps and whatnot, and same with this one here. The white one has kind of like a rubberized finger slot, which is a little bit nicer than this one. This one, I don't know which one's more expensive or whatnot, but this one has a little bit more features to it. You can set up a little bit more stuff on it, but again, I don't want to have all the extra work. I'm not going to connect it to my Bluetooth and whatnot because I'm not going to sit here and fly around with it, but I just check it multiple times, especially if I'm up to 17,000 feet like I am today. Anyways, if you're interested in getting one of these, like I said, I'll leave a link down below to an Amazon page where you can go pick one up.
Papua 2 November Tango Echo, onwards clearance, enter control airspace, on track, KAPSO, Kodiak, Moresby, enter at flight level 170.
Onwards clearance to Moresby via KAPSO, Kodiak, then on to Moresby flight level 170, Papua 2 November Tango Echo.
Papua 2 November Tango Echo, at KAPSO, contact Moresby arrivals 1190.3. Good afternoon.
Moresby Radar 119.3 KAPSO, Papua 2 November Tango Echo, good day. Alright, so we're just getting up to KAPSO at this time. We're going to be switching over to Moresby Radar here in about another minute. And you can see I'm on standard barrel right now because I'm on a flight level 170 for Australian airspace. So as we switch back over, I can just turn that off right there. Come back to 1007, I believe that's where we were on this morning when we left. And once we switch over, they'll tell us exactly. So I'm a little bit low right now, so I'm going to head and climb back up to 17,000. If you guys are wondering what these two cans of spray are right here, this is a pre-spray before we leave the country. We spray our aircraft before I go in and clear customs and immigration and whatnot. We spray this in the aircraft, close up the aircraft when I'm in there for about usually about 20 minutes to half hour or so, then come back out, then I can get in. And then this blue one here, it's a smaller one. This is the one we spray about halfway in between. They're both insecticides, kill bugs and whatnot, so the PNG bugs aren't getting in Australia and vice versa. So anyways, that's something else that's required on international flights that is a bit different. I am KAPSO this time. Now this is a dead zone, so there's a good chance I'm not going to get a hold of Moresby Radar. Moresby Radar 119.3, Papua 2 November Tango Echo.
Papua 2 November Tango Echo, Moresby Radar, good afternoon, identified. Position past KAPSO, area QNH 1007.
1007 maintaining 17,000, Papua 2 November Tango Echo. Alright, we've got about 87 miles to go. Let's go ahead and check up our ATIS.
Port Moresby Airport. Information Zulu. Time 0351 Zulu. Expect instrument approach runway 32. Wind 240 degrees 10 knots. Maximum 20 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Haze. Cloud. Scattered 3,000 feet. Scattered 5,000 feet. Temperature 33. Dew point 24. QNH 1004. Acknowledge information Zulu.
ATIS said that it's going to be the approach coming in on runway 32. I'm not sure which one because it looks like it's a really nice day. And I think I'm even seeing a little bit of land. So she might be able to give me the visual. Not really sure. If not, no big deal. But yeah. Moresby Radar, Papua 2 November Tango Echo, left 17,000 on descent 10,000.
Papua 2 November Tango Echo, contact Jackson radar now 125 decimal length.
125.8, Papua 2 November Tango Echo. Jackson Radar, Papua 2 November Tango Echo, left 17,000 on descent 10,000, visual information Zulu.
November Tango, correction, Papua 2 November Tango Echo, Jackson's radar, expect a visual straight in 3-2 left.
Quick visual, straight in 32 left, Papa 2 November Tango Echo. Alright, we're past 13,000, gonna go ahead and
from the VR, take up ahead of warning.
rouse this off. 12,000, I'll go ahead and throw my landing light because I'm just 40 miles out now. Also turn off my pitot heats because it's now 7 degrees Celsius. No need to have them on anymore.
Papa Tango Echo, descend to 6,000.
Descend 6,000, Papa Tango Echo. You might have heard him say like Papa Tango Echo instead of Papa 2 November Tango Echo. After they've made original contact, they can shorten it. I'm not allowed to use it, or I'm not supposed to use it until they've contacted me with a shortened thing. But I wish they would do it every time because I hate saying Papa 2 November Tango Echo. It's so easy to stumble over your words. Papa is not the easiest one to say.
Papa Tango Echo, confirming your receipt of information, Zulu 1004.
I have Zulu, so it's 1004 or 1005, Papa Tango Echo.
Papa Tango Echo, QNH 1004.
1004, thanks.
And Papa Tango Echo, reported flight conditions.
Visual, Papa Tango Echo.
Papa Tango Echo. Papa Tango Echo, track now to intercept the 10-mile final 32 left.
Track to intercept the 10 mile for 32 left, Papa Tango Echo. Alright, so I'll just hit heading mode over here. Track over this way. I'm gonna go ahead and hit my OBS for 320. It's gonna put a little line right there, and then what I can do, I honestly don't know exactly where the 10 miles out is, so I'm gonna move my cursor to 10 miles. Come on, keep moving. About that far, about 1.25 inches. So I'm gonna come out here on this to about 1.25 inches. Enter, create user waypoint real quick. We'll just do a temporary. Then we'll hit direct to. Activate that. Then that will fly to 10 miles out from the direct runway. We're just about 5 minutes out before we turn our 10-mile final, so let's hit our brakes, our selectors. Close enough for now. Our TAWs will leave enabled our VREF. We're going to go off of our weight today. We're 6,400, so our approach speed is going to be 70 knots. Our lights are already on. Our inlet we'll do it when we get a little bit slower, below 140. We're going 160 now. There's 6,000. Papa Tango Echo approaching 6,000.
Papa Tango Echo, descend to 5,000.
Descend 5,000, Papa Tango Echo. Alright, that little chime that you heard let me know I was 200 feet below before I got to 6,000. So it's nice that it will remind me to remind him that I still need to keep coming down because I have it set to where I was going down at like 1,000 feet per minute. Actually, I think 1,100 feet per minute. It's not that far out there.
Hello, Sarah. Oscar QNH 1007.
1007, Kilo Zero Oscar.
Alright, if we do need to go around, it's going to be power up, 20 degrees of flaps, pitch for 73 knots, reset our ITT to 740 and maneuver is required. Hop in harness, we'll do here shortly, we can get our harness though.
Alpha Papa 2 November Tango Echo, stand by for lower.
Papa Tango Echo.
Papa 2 November Tango Echo, descend to 4,500.
Descend 4,500, Papa Tango Echo. And it's a really nice, beautiful day right here along the coast, that's for sure. Get in about 5 miles, not even 5 miles, like probably like 3 miles in the coast, and it's just all built up, probably up to 50, 60,000 feet over here. Nice down along the coast, back up at Goroka, at least for half the way, but I'm glad I was just staying here for tonight. I don't have to try to make it back to Goroka. That's some of the reasons why I spent 2 nights in Moresby, so I can just come down, have the day off on Monday, Tuesday fly down here and back. That's 6 hours round trip, and that way I don't have to struggle to get back into Goroka late afternoon. go over to Yura as well. So if you're wanting to watch tomorrow's flight as well, I'll also have that next. And I'll also put at the very end as a pop-up thing, you can do it. There's actually 4 videos of this little tiny mini-series.
Vertical track.
Coming down to Cancer and Road and all the way down. So, all right, we're leveling up 4,500.
2 November Tango Echo, descent to 3,000.
Descent 3,000, and might have to make a left-hand turn to 360 to remain visual.
2 November Tango Echo, just say again the heading.
360, Papua Tango Echo.
Papua Tango Echo, fly heading 360.
Fly heading 360, Papua Tango Echo, down to 3,000. That way we can remain visual, and it also gets me closer to the airstrip, so I'm not just having a 10-mile final. Would have just gone right into that. There's nothing wrong with that, but to remain visual so I can continue on the visual approach, that's why I asked her if I could just take a left. I would have been visual anyways, it just would have been for 2 seconds to go through that. Oh well, it saves me a little bit of time. And Papua Tango Echo, now visual again if you need me to head over to the right again.
Papua November Tango Echo, advice, starting Cessna Caravan is coming up 8 miles, low your 11 o'clock, and descent to 2,500.
Descent 2,500, looking for traffic. Papua 2 November Tango Echo. Alright, my 11 o'clock.
Papua 2 November Tango Echo, fluid visual approach, straight in, runway 32 left, and contact tower 118.1, establish on finals.
Clear for the visual 32 left, contact tower, unestablished. Papua Tango Echo. Alright, we're at 900 miles. She said he was 8 miles. I'm still not seeing him at all. Switch over to tower. Jackson Tower, Papua 2 November Tango Echo, 8.6 mile final, 32 left, and looking for proceeding traffic still.
Papa 2 November Tango Echo Tower. Traffic on the ground now. Runway 32 left. Continue approach.
Continue Papua Tango Echo. Alright, there's 6 miles out. I'm going to go ahead and reduce the torque on down to 450. Push the prop forward. That's going to help me slow down. That way I can start getting my flaps in and slowing on down. 140, engine inlet to bypass, prop and harness is done, flaps to go, and landing clearance to go. The 9-knot crosswind today. As I come over all these little hills right here, it's probably going to start rocking me around a little bit.
November Tango Echo 32 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, Papua Tango Echo 32 left. Forgot what I said at the beginning. Anyways, 32 left has a pretty long displaced threshold, and I always forget that, so I come in super low, and then I'm like, ah, man, it's halfway down the runway where it is. All right, let's go ahead and slow down and start getting our 10 degrees of flaps in, below 138. All right, got a 6-knot tailwind now. Here's the bumps. Right as I come to these edge of these hills. Right down 120.
500.
Under 108, full flaps. Checklist is complete. We're just slowly slowing down to 70 knots. Just coming in a little bit faster in case any of this wind drops off from me. There we go, let's go idle. Land with my left wheel down a little bit. If you guys enjoyed that flight, give it a thumbs up, and if you really thought it was good, hit the applause button down below. It's available in some countries, but not all. And if you guys did want to get a chance to win that t-shirt, like I said earlier, I will leave a clue on my Instagram the day that this goes public. So go check that out, and you might get a clue from there as well. If not, you can always enter to win a t-shirt or a hat on the reply bank. If you have a question that I haven't been able to answer yet, check that link out down below and ask me just about anything. Jackson ground, Papua 2 November Tango Echo, Bravo 1 for international overflow.
Papua 2 November Tango Echo Jackson's ground, continue taxi for international apron.
Continue taxi international apron, Papua 2 November Tango Echo. Alright, strobe light off, landing light, taxi light on. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy that, and like I said, I will leave the link if you want to watch the very next video in this little series on up to Ayura, where I'll be dropping off half my cargo and then heading on to Goroka after that. And I also have videos from Ayura on the Goroka. But anyways, thanks again. I'm going to head in, clear customs, clear immigration, and quarantine. So thanks again. Alright, just turn everything off. Alright guys, thanks again, see you next time.